Welcome to Video Game Warzone number 377. My name is Torrance Davis and I'm your host. And we are 23 episodes away from my retirement. Isn't that exciting? Let's get back to the regular cam. There we go. How's everybody doing? It's been a couple weeks. How was everybody's holidays and Christmases and New Year's? How did everybody do? Did you get the games that you wanted? Did you start New Year's resolutions? Did you get drunk on New Year's? Are you enjoying the winter if you're in the colder states like I am? I did complete my 6-game video game challenge. I did beat 6 games before the new year. The last game I ended up beating was Tekken 7. What a bitch that was. So I did complete my challenge, and I have been recoronated as the Godsham God of video games. Thank you, Big Boss. A lot of people thought I bitched out because I used Tekken for one of my games, but Tekken has a storyline. It has a single-player campaign. And it was one of my backup games because I really didn't feel like playing God of War. So God of War, it's a cool game and all, but I don't come home and oh man, I can't wait to play God of War. It's just a grind. It's just something I want to get through. I can't say that I'm totally enjoying it. There have been parts that I'm really enjoying, but I'm not totally enjoying, totally. I'm having a good time, but I'm not having a great time. So that's why it's taken me so long to beat it. Whereas right now I have dove back into Watch Dogs 2, one of the most underrated games of this generation. Hold on. Yeah, it's. I don't think the game got the props it deserved. Definitely the most underrated game this gen. It's just the way that they made it so that messing around in the open world is actually a part of the campaign. That was just the perfect idea, and I'm just absolutely loving it. What's up, Renee Covarrubias, and Sari's the Great? Thank you for welcoming me back. We do have a couple topics tonight. It always sucks doing shows during the holidays. That's why I don't do them during the holidays, because there's absolutely nothing going on ever. And I hate sitting here trying to... I don't know why it says Titanfall 2 when I changed the name. I don't like sitting here trying to come up with stuff to talk about or just shooting the shit just because. So if there's nothing to talk about, there's nothing to talk about. And you don't do a show. I'm going through changes. Anyway. So, Sony's is up to 90 plus million PlayStation sold now. They are pretty much doing PS2-ish numbers, which is pretty good. And I think Xbox is at 42 million. It's less than half of the PlayStation install base. And Switch is just past 20 million. We've been, in our private chat, we've been talking about whether or not the Switch is going to pass Microsoft next year, and I don't think they are, because in order to pass Microsoft right now, let's say Microsoft stops selling consoles, Nintendo would have to do another 20 million, and they'd have to do another 20 million before 2020. The whole deal was that they would pass Microsoft this year, and I don't think they're going to pass Microsoft this year. They did about 20 million last year, or 19 million in 2018. I think they could do that again, but that's still not enough to pass Microsoft. So I think Nintendo, if they are going to pass Microsoft, if the trend continues as it is, they will pass Microsoft sometime in 2020. But, I mean, who knows? You know, Microsoft is dropping prices on consoles, and Crackdown 3 will be out soon, and they're still selling. They're not selling as fast as the other ones, but they're still selling. So it's going to be tough for Nintendo to just pass them. Spider-Man has sold 9 million, which is pretty fucking awesome. 9+ million for Spider-Man. So that game's doing good. All these numbers came out at the end of the year. I haven't heard any NPDs yet for the holidays, so I'm pretty sure we'll hear those on Monday or Tuesday. Probably Monday. And we'll know who did the best over Christmas, over the holidays. It should be interesting. And that's pretty much all I got to say for sales. The biggest news coming out this week is Bungie decided that they're going to break free from Activision. Not only are they breaking free from Activision, but Activision is going to let them keep the Destiny IP. And I'm trying to figure out how they were able to pull this off. Because unless Bungie owned unless they own the Destiny IP already when they made the deal with Activision, I'm trying to figure out, like, maybe Bungie said, if you don't let us have the Destiny IP, then we're not giving you any of the tools or anything you need to make Destiny 3. You need to let it go, Activision, so we can continue to do it on our own. You made your money off of it. They probably had a 2-game contract with them. I mean, it's not like Bungie woke up one day this week and say, hey, let's break off from Activision. It was probably part of the whole deal. So Activision's going to lose one of their big titles. And alternatively, I mean, even though they have a Call of Duty game every year, Destiny was that other big game that they would release every couple years that would make them a ton of money, especially off expansions. So it'll be interesting to see if when Destiny 3 comes out and it's independently published by Bungie, if they give us the full game and not just 50% of the game, then 25% more, and then 25% more. And then after 2 DLC packs and $100 later, we got the full game. Is Bungie going to build this third game all together and give us the full fucking game day one? That would be very interesting. Now, of course, the bots and the ponies are out there are hoping that either Microsoft or Sony buys Bungie for them so they could publish the Bungie games. Number one, Bungie's not going back to Microsoft. I could not see Bungie going back to Microsoft. I think if Bungie was going to go back to Microsoft, it would have to be one of the most lucrative deals in the history of gaming. They would have to say, okay, you get 100% creative freedom. You get to keep all your IPs. We'll throw money at you. You just have to make your games exclusive to Xbox. And I think Sony would probably throw them the same kind of a deal. But I don't think Bungie wants to be an exclusive game maker. I don't think they want to go back to Microsoft. I think they want to do what CD Projekt Red is doing and work on the games that they want to work on without worrying about any big publisher setting deadlines or telling them what they should do or telling them they should only release half the game and release the rest of the game in DLC packs. I think they just want to be free. It's a real D-White, motherfuckers. You know you can't start the show without me. Shit. So I think that Bungie just wants to do their own fucking thing. To the Soldier verse, Sony would turn Destiny into a walking, talking simulator, but it might actually have a coherent story. That's fucking hilarious, Big Boss. So yeah, it's interesting to wonder what they're gonna do. What's up, James? But I don't think they're open to any offers from anybody. I think Bungie's going to stay on their own. They're going to follow the template that CD Projekt Red and somewhat kind of like Rockstar, the trends that they have set. And yeah, Activision. I wouldn't say Activision ruined the franchise. I would say that the franchise was ruined from the start because of Activision. It's not like the franchise was great and then Activision made it worse. It was worse when it came out, just because of the way they handled the DLC. It was horrible. And they did it again with Destiny 2. I think Bungie will create new IPs, but I think they are going to do another Destiny. And I also thought it was dumb how you couldn't use your character from Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. Didn't make any sense whatsoever. And I don't think that Bungie liked that either, which is another catalyst as to why they're going off on their own. So that should be interesting. I'm happy for Bungie. I think they're a great company, and it'll be interesting to see what they can do on their own. What cool ideas they come out with. Now, did you guys hear about Randy Pitchford? So just the other day, there's a rumor that Randy Pitchford had child pornography on a USB stick and he left it at a hotel or something. And if this is true, and there's also some sexual assault allegations too, he's done. I mean, usually you can work out sexual assault allegations, but if he really had child pornography on this USB stick, he's done. I'll read you the story here. Amidst a legal battle, Gearbox CEO says he left a USB stick of porn at medieval times. Alleges Pitchford received $12 million bonus, hid it from Gearbox staffers, and siphoned elsewhere. Oh, wow. $12 million bonus. So he's got a lot of shit going on with him now. And I guess he took all that money and didn't share the bonus with any of the other developers. I didn't even know about that. Here's the story right here. But, there you go. That's the story. And so check that out. It's pretty bad. And if what they're saying is true, if they're really in it, and the other thing is, how do you, okay, so let's say you have this USB stick and it has a child porn on it. Why are you going to leave that somewhere? Maybe he had no control over his child porn addiction and he wanted somebody to help him, so he left it there so he'd get help. I don't fucking know. There's no evidence it was child porn. He claims it was a squirting cam girl and that she was 18 and had interest in it only because female ejaculation is a type of a magic trick. Female ejaculation is not a type of a magic trick. And if this millionaire thought that it was a type of magic trick, that's a damn shame. He just doesn't know about the pussy. Okay? There's no magic in it. It's really simple. I could show all you guys in the show how to do it if you don't know. But the thing is, a woman is either a squirter or she isn't. Now, technically, if she isn't, or maybe if she doesn't know she's a squirter, there is a technique you can use to make her squirt. Why am I going into this? You know what I'm saying. If you want to know how to do it, hit me up. I'll show you. It's all about the Grafenberg spot and hitting it at the right time. Make sure your girl drinks lots of clear water before you do this. He said, claimed it was for research. Tor, do you think he's watching female squirting because it's a magic trick or because it made his pecker hard? Well, isn't that the magic right there? You look at something and you get hard. Woohoo! Killel says, shut the fuck up, T. It's magic. It ain't magic. So I don't know what's going to happen to him. And yeah, in order for, they have to prove that somebody found the USB stick. So if there is child pornography on it, then he's done. But if there isn't, if it's just regular porn, it's not a big deal. But then there's still this issue about him hiding money from his staff, hiding bonus money from his staff. People get so fucking greedy. I mean, if I had a staff that I work with that created an awesome game and I got a $12 million bonus, everybody would get a piece of that. It goes without saying. It's like, I don't understand people's greed for money. Like, what are you going to do with all that fucking money? And why not share the wealth? Sharing the wealth is fun. When I was able to pay for people's meals at E3 and, get a big hotel room and put everybody in there, anything I could do for somebody, I felt good about it, because I felt like I was giving back a little bit. One of the paragraphs says, citing information and belief, Calendar alleges that Calendar, I guess, is a person that's involved in this. Calendar alleges that the USB stick in question contained Randy Pitchford's personal collection of underage pornography, in addition to sensitive corporate documents of Gearbox and business partners like Take-Two Interactive, 2K Games, Sega, Microsoft, Sony. All of this on one fucking USB stick. What was it, like a terabyte? I don't know. And then there's an update. David Eddings, a former Gearbox vice president and a voice of Borderlands character Claptrap, up until 2017, took to Twitter after Kotaku's report went live with a vague two-word post. It's true. As of January 12th, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Eddings added a follow-up comment on his Twitter account, which we have since embedded above. It uses a green check mark emoji to clarify his stance on the lawsuit against Pitchford. Liar, check. Conman, check. Perv, no idea. Calendar's suit does not confirm whether law enforcement was notified about these allegations of sexual exposure to minors or the possible presence of child pornography on a USB stick owned by Pitchford. Neither Calendar's legal counsel or Gearbox representatives responded to ARS's question as of press time. However, Gearbox did offer a statement to Kotaku on Friday. I don't even know why Kotaku's name gets mentioned in this because they're not really a good website. But anyway, the allegations made by a disgruntled former employee are absurd with no basis in reality or law. We look forward to addressing this meritless lawsuit in court and have no further comment at this time. So, yeah, check out that story. That's Randy Pitchford. Pretty crazy, huh? Pretty crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's see what else is going on. Who keeps their corporate and porn on the same drive? Exactly. Who does that? No, here's an even better question, Khalil. Who keeps porn on a drive? All you got to do is go to a .com if you want to watch porn. Why are you saving the porn on a device? Who saves porn anymore? You saved porn back in the days when you didn't have high-speed internet. You could start your downloads and then wake up and your downloads are complete. Then you could watch them. That's when you save porn. You don't need that anymore. We have streaming. I don't understand. It's crazy. Anyway. What else is going on? There's rumors floating around that Sony is going to be doing something during E3, probably via a stream, but nobody has any idea what it is. But there are rumors that there will be something going on. It's not going to be just the Microsoft Nintendo show. And it would make sense that they would do something. Maybe they're going to have, right during that first weekend, maybe they'll have a special stream and show footage of their new games. Maybe they'll throw some hints of their new PlayStation 5. I still think Microsoft is going to announce their new console. Not the whole console, but like they kind of did with the Xbox One X, they're going to announce that they're working on a new console. And we will first see this console in 2020. And I feel that in 2020, the PS5 and Xbox X2 will be launched in 2020. And if you really think about it, if those consoles launch in 2020, that means that this would have been a 7-year console cycle, which is pretty close to the previous one. Because the previous one started in 2005 and ended in 2013. That was 8 years. But Sony was 2006 to 2013. That was a 7-year cycle. And has the time flown. The Xbox and the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One X or Xbox One, whatever, and the PlayStation 4 still seem new to me. And I think it's because we hit that diminishing returns stage in life where all the games are dope, and we're not like, man, I can't wait till next gen so they can fix this. All that's over because all the games are dope. And while I'm a PC gamer and I know those consoles can be better, they're so good at this point where it doesn't even matter. So it just, these 7 years have really flown past really fast. I mean, shit. Do we really need next gen right now? We probably don't even need it. I don't think the next gen consoles are going to sell as fast, and I hate calling them next gen consoles because all they are, they're just going to be updates to the PS4 and the Xbox One X. They're just going to be updates. It's not going to be like a real next gen. They're going to have more RAM, a beefier CPU and GPU, and that's it. Maybe they'll fuck around with the software a little bit, you know, new dashboard or whatever. 100% backward compatible. And all the games will also be 100% forward compatible because of scaling designs. You can scale the game, make it look better or make it look worse depending on what hardware it's running on, just like PC games. It's going to be fucking interesting. Damn, it's been years since I've been on the Warzone. Ed Landis Falk, who are you? You say you've been on the Warzone before. What other names have you used? Because I don't know who you are. I've never seen Ed Landis Falk before. There he stood, Ed Landis Falk, adventurer, thrill seeker, detective. I just got one last year, so it's still new to me. And I agree, I don't see any developers complaining about being held back. Right. Tyrex. Oh, Tyrex. Okay, yep, I remember that. What do you think of the Adored TV video? Adored TV? What's that, Saris? Is this something everybody's seen and I haven't seen it yet? Adored TV? What is it, like porn or something? Adored TV. Is it a show that I'm on? I'm adored. Watch me on Adored TV. What is it? Do I need to Google it right now? I adore you. Emery says, I'm going to watch guys in night costumes fake fight, eat some stew, and do some business. I'm kind of happy with the PC right now. I got Terra. I got a Terra. You got a terabyte? There is a 1 terabyte USB stick out there, though. It exists. Emery says he has a private theater in his house that puts on burlesque shows, and they don't look like something sane people would watch. Holy shit. What? Now, this is interesting. Game developer's house, and it's awesome. Wow. And he likes magic. Pitchford's goal with the Peacock Theater is to give the DFW area the same experience that influenced him so much when he was younger in Hollywood. Well, when you got all that money, that's what you can do. Pretty crazy, huh? Interesting. You don't remember it's about the Ryzen PS5 GPU stuff? Adored TV video. Oh, you sent me a video. I forgot what the name of it was. Yeah, it was interesting, but you know, it's nothing I never heard before. I don't really get off on those type of videos. What up, K-Cube? Yes, I am the God Shem God. Yes. Yes, the title has returned. I have returned. I'm playing so many more games right now. Like, I've just been every day I sit down, I got to play Watch Dogs 2. I was supposed to jump into Witcher 2 at the turn of the year because that's one of my goals is to beat Witcher 2 this year. And I got back into Watch Dogs 2 and I love it so fucking much. It's so goddamn good. Graphically, it's better than GTA 5. They put in so much work in that fucking game. It's amazing. And the gameplay is just, and the fact that the lead character's a brother, that does it. I mean, that's just, you know, it's a brother. Have you tried the Resident Evil 2 demo? Nope, I'm not a fan of Resident Evil. Even though I really enjoy it. Resident Evil 5 was pretty much my first Resident Evil game. I mean, I played the first one many years ago and hated it. Resident Evil 5 I enjoyed. And then I got another Resident Evil game that I never finished. And I think I still have it. But I'm not a big fan of Resident Evil, so I'm really not interested in the Resident Evil 2 or anything Resident Evil that's coming out. But I am interested in... I have a slight interest in the new Devil May Cry. But again, this year is about knocking some games off of my my backlog. So Witcher 2 and Earth Defense Force and Horizon Dawn, Halo 5, things like that I want to finish. Having all this time to actually play games and finish them, it makes me feel good. I like seeing all the trophies and achievements pop up. I like finishing shit. It just feels good. It's been a long time since I've really been able to do that. So, Subtour, my PC build is coming along really nice. Take pictures when it's done, Futuristic Viper. I want to see it. Big Boss is also getting ready to buy a bunch of parts and put his gaming PC together. It's nice to see so many people actually jumping into PC gaming after all these years. I remember I used to push it so hard, especially during the Xbox 360 and PS3 days when those fucking ports just used to piss me off, and I was pushing PC gaming hard to you guys. And to see you doing it now, even with these wonderful consoles we got, it's a great thing. And the best thing about somebody getting their first gaming PC is when they get their first Steam summer sale. I just love hearing people flip out when they get their first Steam summer sale and they're buying dope-ass games for $15, $9, you know. It's hilarious. I started playing The Messenger tonight. Pretty dope game. I love how they made it look and feel like an NES game, especially the soundtrack. It's beautiful. So I started playing that, and it's got in-game saves, which is pretty cool. So you don't have to start at the beginning every time you turn the game on. You can just load up a save and continue, which is great. So I started playing that a little bit. That's about it. For me, at least. I am excited for Crackdown. Better be good next month. And I think that's about it. For me, at least. For games. And there's not really anything that I'm super duper 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 excited about for this year. I mean, I haven't even got RDR2 yet. So, but I think if Titanfall 3 was announced this year, or any big giant robot games, I think I'd get excited. Yeah, K-Cube, you came in right after we were talking about Randy Pitchford. You know, I'm not gonna say anything nice about Randy in the light of these allegations, but if I was a millionaire, I'd be doing some pretty kinky shit. Not with kids or anything, but I'd buy women and have them walk around the house naked. You know, I'd have Super Bowl parties with naked waitresses. I'd fly friends in from all over the world. I'd be like, "Hey, Big Boss, you want to come to my Super Bowl party?" And he'd be like, "I don't know, like, check it out, Big Boss. I'll pay for your flight. You'll have a place to stay, and there's gonna be naked waitresses all during the Super Bowl party." You know, I would do shit like that because I could. And then I have a photo booth where you could take a picture with a naked waitress. It would be so sexist, but so fun. Future Survivor says, I had a Corsair liquid CPU cooler. I was scared it would burst one day, so I returned it for a Supreme. Are you kidding me? Let me tell you something. The self-enclosed liquid coolers from Corsair are great. I have an H100i. And I always thought liquid cooling was going to be an issue and it would burst and piss all over my parts and they would all explode. But once they came with these self-contained units, and I did it, I pulled the trigger, I got the H100i. I've had it on my machine for 3 years now. My machine is so stable and the temperature is so low and so stable. I would always go with the self-contained unit. But I'm not going to be one of those guys that's going to buy a liquid cooling kit and put all the tubes and piping together and hook it up in your PC and worry about shit leaking all over the place. So you could, dude, Corsair is probably the best one you can get. But that's funny that you were afraid it was gonna burst, so you traded it in. Oh, that's hilarious. I still got mine running right now. It's beautiful. Cooling shit down. What else is going on? Any other crazy shit going on? Any new trailers or movies? Jean-Claude Van Damme's got a new movie coming out called The Bouncer. That looks pretty good. But nothing else. It's always slow at the turn of the year. I'm glad everybody made it to 2019. We're all healthy. Hope you guys are doing big things. Still trying to figure out what I'm going to do once the war zone's over. 23 more episodes. 23. It's a beautiful thing. I saw The Bouncer, and it's a pretty dope one. Oh, you saw the fucking movie? Greg the Tech God. You saw it already, Kalel? Where the fuck is it's out? Where did you watch it? Dallas can't catch a break. 15 to 30, Jesus. I'll be done for good after episode 400, Greg. So we got a while. I wanted to cover at least one more E3. I already signed up for PAX East. Yep. And then that's it. It was called Lucas when I saw it. Okay. I'm glad to see John Claude still acting. Yep. I don't think I've ever seen you in here, Greg the Tech Guy. What am I going to do? I don't know. I haven't figured out yet. I mean, I know there's other stuff. There's non-video game stuff I'm doing, like, photography and filmmaking and writing. And I'm debating on whether I'm going to do Davis Daily, if I'm going to go back to Ranosaurus. What makes you want to quit? There are too many other things that I want to do, and I'm just not as passionate about podcasting anymore as I used to be. It's run its course, and I just want to move on and do something else. And it's not like I'm here every morning in the studio producing video game war zones. It's only once a week. But it's really time for me to focus on other things. So, he says, you've been saying that for years. Yeah, I have been saying it for years. It's a long time coming. Greg the Tech God. I don't think I've ever seen that name before. Who else have you come in under? Everybody's got different names. I'm Tor Davis everywhere. Everybody's got different names, different aliases. But yeah, and it's not like, the war zone's getting in the way of other things. There are just Gregory Shavers. There are just some other things I want to do, and I want to focus on. Like, when I get back into filmmaking, there will be no weekends to do anything at all, because that's when I'm going to have time to do it. What about going to city signing autographs for fans? I could probably do something like that, but I might get shot by a pony. But I would do that. Greg, you're cracking me up. I'll be up there. I'll have like a little desk, and I'll have a stack of my books, and I'll be signing autographs, and somebody will come out. Die, motherfucker. Sony for life. Oh my God. The channel will still be alive as I might like for when I want a podcast, I'm going to be on the Throwdown. I'll be a guest on the Throwdown. Like if something fucking mind-blowing happens in the video game industry and I need to talk about it, I'll be a guest on the Throwdown. I've already solidified that with Tony. I said, look, there are going to be times where I'm going to want to talk about shit. So just expect to have me on your show. And he said, yep, definitely. But other things like maybe Davis Daily or maybe a cooking show, will go on this channel. Maybe there'll be more Ranosauruses once in a while. Yeah. So, I mean, I'll still be out there. I'm not going to disappear off the planet. You'll still see me in some form or another. Just no more Warzone. It's time to end. It went away for a year and came back strong, and I want to leave on a good note. First time I didn't leave on a good note. First time I left, I was frustrated. But I want to leave on a good note and go on and do other. I just want to do other things. I want to focus on other things. And I'm 48 years old. I ain't getting younger. This ain't easy. There's been too many nights in the last year. There's been too many nights where I was either supposed to do the Warzone or I was doing the Warzone, and I didn't really want to do it. I just wanted to relax and go to bed. So the passion isn't there as much as it used to be. And I love podcasting / radio. I love it, but it's when you do something for so many years, at some point you got to move on. I think I started doing this in 2008. Started doing this particular podcast in 2008. So I've gone 11 years on this. Yeah, we're getting old, and there's all kinds of crazy stuff I want to do. So I don't want to have to worry about, oh shit, I got to do the Warzone tonight. Oh, you ain't old yet, Greg. You got a ways to go. Call me when you're fucking 38 and over the hill. When your lower back starts hurting for no explained reason. When you can only do one round of sex, then you go to sleep. When you got to wake up and stretch for 15 minutes so you can walk like a normal human being. Getting old, man. Getting old as a motherfucker. When you do weird shit what's something weird I've done before? Sometimes I catch myself and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, I'll take, what was I going to do? I know I stopped myself from doing something really crazy the other day. It was like I was making a bowl of cereal. Like maybe it was a bowl of oatmeal, and I grabbed the milk and I was going to pour the milk in the oatmeal before I even added the hot water. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Or I put something down and then I'll go to the bathroom or something, and I'll come out of the bathroom and I can't figure out where I put it down. So I'm going room to room, the whole house, trying to find where I put this thing that I had. Like I had some ibuprofen the other day, and I opened the box of ibuprofen, put the ibuprofen down on the kitchen table, took the box, threw it in the trash, went to the bathroom. I came out, I couldn't find the ibuprofen. And I looked and I looked and I looked and I looked. And I'm like, where's the fucking ibuprofen? And then I finally found it on the table. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening to me? And even my best friend, he's my age too, we both have tweaked our back. And it's not like we're playing hardcore sports or anything. All it takes is us standing up and like looking at something, and all of a sudden our fucking lower back's in pain for a day or two. Heating pads, fucking ibuprofen. It's just, man, getting old is no fucking joke. You laugh about it when you're young and everything, because you're young and you're virile and you got energy and all this stuff. When you get old and shit just starts to affect you, it's fucking hilarious. It's just like, what? Like, I have a fucking rotator cuff issue, probably from fishing, that I got to get checked out. It's just, goddamn. Greg says, you should review films. I've been getting into vlogging and video editing. It's the most artistic shit I'm into. What kind of video editing have you been doing? And what do you use? Do you use Final Cut? I'm willing to bet you got a Mac with Final Cut because it's so cheap. I'm an Adobe Premiere guy myself. I'm a fucking edit master, man. I'm like clip, cut, paste, drag, special effect, blah. Oh, Adobe Premiere. Yes. My man. Yeah, I'm a master editor, man. I get in there and I'm just like, oh, I go crazy. So you're using Premiere on the Mac. Okay. Nice. Where are your videos? What are you editing? You making movies? You doing porn? Your kid's soccer game? What? Oh shit, that's cool. Gregory Shavers Jr. So I was right. You are Greg Shavers. You didn't tell me I was right. If you ever need any tips, let me know. I can help you out. Have you ever seen my video from Dragon Con? It was almost accidental. I had a 1.4 50mm on my camera, and the lighting at this club was so good, and I started taking video. It looked like a movie. It looked like film, and it's some of the best work I did, and it was accidental. I don't even think I've shared this video with any of you guys. Check this shit out. I did this with a Canon 60D and a 50mm 1.2. Hold on. I'm going to send you the link. What the fuck is wrong with this page? Watch this. That was in 2013. Love this video. Love how the lighting and everything came out. I mean, yeah, the content's pretty good too, but I just love how the lighting was. It just made it look so good. So, yeah, I mess around a little bit. Fun stuff. 11,000 views for that video. Amazing. Anyway, nice to hear from you, Greg Shavers. What else is going on? It's been pretty dead, right? Did anybody in here buy Christmas gifts for themselves? Buying a Christmas gift for yourself is fun. And if you did, what did you get? What did you get, Greg? I got my TV. Question about Boston. That's what you got for Christmas for yourself? Hey, everybody, look, I got a question about Boston. What's your question? Dotch says, hell yeah. What's your question, man? Hurry up, you're killing me. Any of y'all coming out to PAX East? I'm thinking about doing my PhD there. How do they treat black people? Boston used to be a pretty racist town, but it's not too bad now. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get your occasion. I mean, you're gonna get racism anywhere in the country, but I mean, it's really not too bad here. It's not too bad here at all. I can't remember. Well, I'm about to say I can't remember the last time I've been called a nigger in Boston, but we went to the casino last week. I took my mom and my dad to the casino in Twin Rivers, and I guess my dad was at the cashier line, and some guy was yelling, "Damn niggers!" And my dad was like, "What?" He said, "If he said it one more time, I was gonna pop him." I'm like, no, you weren't, Dad. We can't be fucking bailing you out now. You know, racist people are gonna be racist people. So that was about a week ago. But I mean, he didn't call me that. But Boston is a very multiculturally diverse city, and there is racism here. It's there, but it's not like Texas, you know, or anywhere south where you see it all over the place. You may occasionally see somebody with a Trump bumper sticker, but you know that doesn't mean they're racist. That just means they voted for Trump. I got people I work with that voted for Trump that are cool with me, you know. So it's It's a crazy town, you know. But yeah, racism, it's not a big deal here. It really isn't. And the cops are pretty cool in Boston too. You don't hear about cops shooting black folks in Boston. Well, they pretty much do things by the books here. I'm actually proud of that, you know. So yeah, Boston's pretty cool. So if you're gonna get your PhD, I'm sure what are you gonna do? Harvard Medical. Oh, it's expensive. One of the most expensive cities in the nation. It ain't got nothing on New York, but it is expensive. But, you know, you won't pay taxes for clothes. And the tax here is pretty low. It's like 6.25% or 6.75%. So that's not too bad. No, it's in Alabama. Don't bring Texas into this. Is that where you're from, Big Boss? I didn't know you were from Texas. I want to try to get an MIT. MIT for your PhD? What are you trying to get a PhD in? Oh, artificial intelligence. Yeah, MIT is the way to go. But MIT isn't the only place. There's a lot of good schools here. Oh, you're in Dallas. There's a lot of brothers in Dallas. I can see. That's what. You know what? Now, after seeing you in the video, Big Boss, yep, you definitely look like you're from Texas. Big Boss, you should have made that clip so I could have retweeted it for the world. Oh, hilarious. Yeah. You'd like Boston, I think, Greg. And if you come here, we can meet up and break bread. We can talk about artificial intelligence. What are you going to be putting AI in games or what? You know MIT's already got robots that walk around doing shit. We're doomed, man. We're going to get attacked. Robots are going to start taking over. Or DedSec's going to hack them. Automotive. I see. Well, that's cool. Well, hey, at least you're on that path. Some people your age are already done. I know I ain't going back to school. I could go back to school, but I ain't got time for that. About to start my master's. He's going to platinum AI. Where are you going now? What school are you going to? Or you learning from books? University of Illinois Springfield. Oh, nice. So you in Chi-Town. You need to get out of Chicago. Brothers are getting killed over there. Take a slice of that deep dish pizza and head to the east. Oh, you're doing all your school online. That's cool. That's cool. Great. So is anything else going on? Nothing else? You're in Buffalo. You're in Buffalo, New York? Please tell me you're in Buffalo, New York, because I have questions. I mean, Buffalo, that's the only Buffalo, right? Buffalo, New York? We drove through Buffalo, New York on our way to Niagara Falls, and that town is the Cleveland of the East Coast. It just seemed so... The whole town just seemed like it was straight out of the 60s. Every building was old. I'm looking at this town as we're driving past it. I'm like, oh my God, this is Buffalo? And I guess it gets really cold there too. So y'all know I got a you may have seen in my tweet that I got a 4Runner a week ago. I got a black 4Runner, 2012, my dream car. And 100,000 miles on it. It's beautiful. It rides so nice. Some motherfucker threw iron tire, the thing you twist the lug nuts off of, threw it into my back quarter window. I just had the window replaced today. And at least the window was free. But like, motherfuckers, humans are such scum. I'm like, goddamn, not a week old and somebody broke the back. And this isn't even a bad neighborhood. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Maybe it was racism. Fortuna says, my friends tell me that any street named after a fruit in Buffalo is no place to be. Any new anime out? There's always some new anime out. I'm actually watching Prison School on Blu-ray with my son, and he's been cracking the fuck up. When he just starts bursting out laughing and shit, it cracks me up because I've already seen the whole thing, and the Blu-ray is uncensored, so I got it for $20. Shout out to Big Boss for pointing out that deal. Took him long enough to send it to me, but yeah. So we're watching Prison School again. The shit is so fucking funny. Have you not seen Prison School? What do you mean don't ask me about anime? I'm up on all the... Dude, Ghost in the Shell, Akira, fucking Go-Go 13. Yeah, Prison School is definitely a comedy. And it is hilarious. What, Big Boss? You don't like my list of movies? All right. I'll go current. One Punch Man. Attack on Titan. Food Wars. Akame ga Kill. Kill la Kill. And I guess there's a couple others I need to watch. I want to see what's the one about the superheroes in school? The kid superheroes in training. What the fuck is that? That everybody's been talking about. The fuck is that called? Somebody say it. Killal, what's the name of that one? My Hero Academia. Yeah, I want to start watching that. How's that one? Is that a good one, Big Boss? My Hero Academia? Don't tell him. You just like to see me sit here and suffer, don't you? Mm-hmm. Darkness, my old friend. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Big Boss, what were you driving in that video? Looked pretty nice, whatever it was. I know it was an SUV, right? You're a big dude like me. You gotta have an SUV. Y'all type slow. Or is there a huge delay? Any new games out? My PS4 is catching dust. A Rogue. Okay. What's up, Louis Conyer? Any new games out? There's nothing new out right now, I don't think. I guess there's they did a Super Mario Brothers U for the Switch. I might pick that up. What's up, D Tate? Damn, people just popping in. Y'all late. You're gonna have to rewind and watch the show. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Big game tomorrow. Not my car. I own a Camaro. Oh, okay. Can't wait. I think Kansas City's got a chance to take it all. The only saving grace for the Patriots is they know how to beat Kansas City. And so do the Chargers. Tales of Vesperia. Oh, Vesperia comes out! That's the one I'm supposed to get, right? Let me open. Hold on a second. Tales of Vesperia. When does that come out? I'm getting that shit on Steam. $50. Wait, what's this? Comes out. Oh shit! It's already out! It just came out! How come you guys didn't mention that in the chat? Tales of Vesperia. I felt like an idiot. Riku's been talking about these Tale games for ages. I even had one on the PS3, and I never wanted to play them because it was during a time where I didn't give a fuck about Japanese RPGs, but now I'm getting back into the shit, and I saw this game and lost my shit. It just looked too cool. Look at this shit. It looks dope. Nice. Yep. 49 bucks. That ain't bad. I bet if I wait. Oh, they have it on Switch too? Oh, fuck. See, now that I got a Switch, it gets added to my decision-making process. Like, okay, I could get this on Steam, but it would probably be a good pickup for the Switch too. Oh, my God. It's on the Switch. You know, you get a new system and you want certain things on that system. Oh, this would be pretty cool on the fucking Switch. Because then I could play it like during the day when I'm on lunch break or something and not having to worry about coming home and play it. Is it $49 on the Switch too? I have to think about this. Interesting. Game came out. Y'all didn't say shit to me. Alright, I'm going to pick this shit up. My first Tales game. Alright, people. It is that time. I will see you next weekend. Thank you for showing up. On time or late, doesn't matter. Y'all came. I appreciate it. I am not doing the help desk now. I'm working for a utility company, and I'm actually the tech lead for New England now. And we do hardware installs and drive cams and antennas and all that other cool shit. So it's pretty fun what I do now. And I'm not sitting at a desk all day answering questions and answering phones. I love my new job. Making good money, too. I couldn't be happier, to be honest with you. It has afforded me a Switch. And many other games and gadgets. And it's fun. So I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy. Things are looking up. But thank everybody for coming. And I will see you on next week's show. Peace out.